Hi everyone! In my persuasive speech, I will be discussing how I feel as if children under the age of 18 should not have access to social media. This topic is extremely controversial from what I have realized while doing my research. Now, if a parent feels as if it's okay for their children to be able to use social media, even if it's just for school, sports, or even communicating with their friends, parents should be monitoring their children on a day-to-day basis. I will be explaining the effects on mental health, the dangers children face every day online, why parental involvement matters, and why we should be limiting our child's screen time usage. In my introduction, I will be discussing a couple of key points. Imagine waking up every morning and the first thought that comes to your mind is how many likes or how many followers you've gained. For many young children, this is the reality of their lives. Social media has become a huge part of children's everyday lives, and it comes with many risks. I'll show you why protecting children online should be your #1 priority. I have added a quote that I have searched on a source online by GovFacts. A growing body of evidence has linked high levels of social media use among minors to a range of negative outcomes, prompting widespread concerns. These risks are not merely theatrical. They are documented in research and reflected in the live experiences of many families. On this slide, I will be touching base on mental health. Children and teens are still developing confidence and learning who they are. Social media encourages constant comparison between influencers, celebrities, and even close friends. This comparison can lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Many children become addicted to checking notifications instead of focusing on school, hobbies, and spending time with their families, which this causes anxiety. On this slide, I will be discussing the online dangers of social media use. Another major concern is safety. Social media allows children to interact with strangers online, and not everyone online has good intentions. Kids can accidentally share a personal information and become a victim of cyberbullying, or even just be exposed to inappropriate content. Unlike bullying in school, cyberbullying follows them everywhere because it's online. I have added another quote from Zara Abrams. Further research shows how this biological vulnerability plays out in the lives of children and teens. Younger social media users are more likely than older ones to have body image issues, while kids who use Instagram or Snapchat before the age of 11 face a higher risk of online harassment. In this slide, I will be discussing how parents should monitor their children's social media usage. If parents decide that it's okay for their kids to have social media, they should actively monitor it. Parents should know who their children are talking to online, what they are posting, and how much time they're spending on their social media accounts. Monitoring your child's social media usage isn't invading privacy. It's about keeping our children safe and teaching them how to use technology responsibly. I have added another quote from Lemson. Social media use before bed has been repeatedly linked to poor sleep quality and delayed sleep onset. Sleep deprivation, in turn, worsen moods, cognitive performance, and decision-making, all critical for a healthy development. On this slide, I will be discussing healthy screen time limits. Setting screen time limits gives children more time to focus on their schools, studies, sports, hobbies, families, and their friends. It also improves sleep and concentration because using social media before bed has been linked to poor sleep quality. Healthy limits help children develop real-world skills and a stronger relationship with social media. In my conclusion, I would like to touch base on how I feel as if children under the age of 18 should not have access to social media. But if they do, parents should be monitoring it very closely. Social media can have a negative effect on children's mental health and expose them to online dangers. This can also interfere with healthy development. Parents, you play an important role by monitoring your children's online usage and setting healthy boundaries. Technology will always be a part of our lives, but protecting our children should always come first. I have added a quote from Emily Scott, PhD. Parents, there is no one more important to your child's well-being than you. No friend, social media outlet, tablet, or video game should have more influence than you. Be the parent that they need you to be. Thank you for listening to my persuasive speech on how I feel as if children under the age of 18 should not have access to social media. Thank you.